Hey everyone, it's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you're having a great morning this morning. It's Monday morning, a couple of more sleeps before Christmas for all those that are excited about it. Hope you have a great holiday. Hope you have a great time with your family and friends, and enjoy the time. Weather-wise, I'm looking outside. I see green grass as typical weather. You never know what's going to be snowy or cold, or in this case, just like it's supposed to be warm today too. So yesterday was quite warm. I don't know if we're going to get any snow for Christmas, but we'll see. Today I wanted to talk about a great progressive rock band out of Aylesbury, Buckinghamshire, formed in 1979. Before I get into it, please hit the like and subscribe button below. Thank you to all that have liked and subscribed so far. I greatly appreciate it. I want to try and put great content out there to be informative and to show you guys some great bands and artists that I have in my collection. So, band I want to talk about today is Marillion. Sorry for the glare. I have 4 of their studio albums, and that's what I want to talk about today. So they are as I said, a British rock band formed in 1979. They're kind of a bridge between punk and rock and classic rock and progressive rock. They become mostly commercially successful. They are more neo-progressive rock band in the 80s. They're a cross between neo-progressive rock, progressive rock, and art rock. Their music isn't hard when you think of like the Deftones and those type of things. This is not that. It's quite beautiful, melodic, very unique sounding music, but it's beautiful. They've composed 18 studio albums, with 8 being in the top 10 in the UK. They've had 11 top 40 hits in the UK charts as well. So I'm just going to play a brief snippet of each song off of these great albums. So we'll start off with this one. This is their 5th studio album, released in 1989. It's called Season's End. It was the first album to feature lead singer Steve Hogarth following the departure of Fish in the late 1980s. It reached number 7 in the charts. It's a great emotional and atmospheric type of album. Hogarth had big shoes to fill with the loss of Fish, the lead singer of the band for the first 4 albums. Had a huge following, and fans weren't sure if they would continue to follow the band after his departure. It's quite a unique artist. Even in his later years, he kind of says he was a bit of a not a nice person, and he used different words than that. But Hogarth stepped up to the plate and did an amazing job on this album and future albums to go. And all the albums that I have feature Hogarth on vocals. So this one starts off with the track "The King of Sunset Town." I'll just fast forward a bit here. And it gets into Easter. Very melodic sounding band. The Uninvited Guest, a big hit for the band. The title track, Season's End. And Holloway Girl. and Berlin. And then number 7, After Me. As you can see, very melodic, not too heavy, beautifully sung, beautifully played. Hooks in You. This is about the hardest track on the album, really. They can rock it out when they want to. And then finally it ends with The Space. Just fast forward this one a little bit. Great album. It was my introduction to the band. Never really heard of Marillion before, but I have since picked up 3 more albums by them. It's great. So the next one that I have, and I just tried to go in order by their release date, is Holidays in Eden. Holidays in Eden was their 6th studio album, and it was the 2nd album with the vocalist Steve Hogarth, and the 1st album written completely by him as well. And also with no songs written by the former lead singer Fish. The album is more mainstream than the previous albums. Features ballads, hard driving songs, and experimental tracks on the album. So we'll just play a little bit of snippets from each one. So we'll start off with Splintering Heart. I'll just fast forward this a little bit.
And its needles and threads, and it twists in her body.
I think it's in To Cover My Eyes. And The Party. It's very melodic, very beautiful. And No One Can. It's also a very commercial album as well, as you can tell. Holiday in Eden is next. Title track off the album. Then we have Dry Land. Then we have Waiting to Happen. And then we have This Town. I'll just fast forward a little bit here. The Rig's Progress. And it ends with 100 Nights. Great album. It's most of their albums best to listen start to finish that I'm finding so far after listening to them. Next one I have on the list is Afraid of the Sunlight. Again, sorry for the glare. Afraid of the Sunlight is their 8th studio album by the band, released in 1985. First studio album not to reach top 10, unfortunately, only peaking at number 16. Still a great album. It's a beautifully sung album, beautifully played album, but it just wasn't the commercial success as the other previous albums. Not sure why that is, but it starts off with Gazpacho. Then it says Cannibal Surf Babe. A little harder than the previous album that I just mentioned. Almost like a Beach Boys type of song. Beautiful. Afraid of Sunrise, the title track. Out of This World. I'll just fast forward this in a little bit.
No one dared to call.
Hogarth has a great voice. Afraid of Sunlight. I'm sorry, the previous one was Afraid of Sunrise. This is Afraid of Sunlight. My bad. Then we have Beyond You. A lot of ballads on this one, which is not a bad thing. And then we finally, it ends off with King. Unfortunately, I wish I could play more, but I can't. And then finally, and again, there's more. There's, as I said, there's 18 studio albums. I only have 4, so I've got a long way to go. But the fourth one I have is Somewhere Else. Somewhere Else is the 14th studio album, released in 2007. One reviewer said it's a beautiful album full of melancholy songs and one of the most beautifully released albums by the band. It's got great production. It sounds wonderful. And I'll just play a few snippets off it. Reviews call it soft and peaceful. So we'll just play a little bit of it. So the first one's called The Other Half. Then we have See It Like a Baby. And we have Thank You, Whoever You Are. Then we have Most Toys. Then we have Somewhere Else. Beautiful song. A Voice from the Past. I'll just fast forward this one a little bit here. Then we have No Such Thing. The Wound. And we have The Last Century for Man. Then we have Faith. Just a remarkable album. from a remarkable band. I wish I could play more. I can't, unfortunately. So check out these albums. Again, Somewhere Else, Afraid of the Sunlight, Holidays in Eden, and Season's End, and also their other discography. I will put a playlist together for this and definitely share it off of Spotify. Great band, Marillion. I'm glad I discovered them thanks to one of the local shops downtown to introduce me to this. I greatly appreciate it. All kinds of music to discover out there. So take a chance. I guess Spotify again is a great account. It's free. You don't need a membership unless you want one. Free is unlimited listening, but it only allows you to listen to about 20 minutes worth before ads start popping up. But it'll give you the choice of listening for 30 minutes without any ads, where the paid membership for $10 doesn't have any ads in it. Also allows you to fast forward to shuffle as many times as you want, and also it allows you to download music. So, but the free account is great. I will be putting a link below to these great songs. Hope you enjoyed. Please discover Marillion. They're great, awesome band. Becoming one of my favorites. I've got many favorites, but hope you enjoy. Have yourself a wonderful day, and thank you. Bye now.